every veteran was helpful. You know, especially Akeem. Akeem was very helpful. Clyde was very helpful. Chris coming back, you know, all of them was starters whenever a few years past O-line didn't have many guys, so they know what to teach me and everything. So I'm grateful for them, and like I tip my hats off to them. So yes, sir.
You close to any of those guys now that you've been around them more?
Oh yeah, I've been very close to them. You know, I was very close to them when I got recruited. You know, they're very blissful. You know, they have a blessed mindset, and I'm ready to play with them.
Was there any of them that kind of reached out to you and kind of kept in touch with you as you were kind of having to be away from the team last fall? Or?
All my brothers reached out to me. You know, everybody reached out to me. They texted me, "How we doing?" You know, I still hang out with them. But yeah, just everybody reached out to me. So especially O-line, you know, we're just a unit. As a unit, they just reached out to me a lot, and I was thankful for that.
Right, thanks, Jacobi.
Yeah, no
Good to
problem.
meet you.
Yes, sir.
Jacobi, Randy Withers with Jayhawk Slant. Nice to meet you. So obviously, there are a lot of things that I'm sure you can't talk about really in regards to what led you to have to step away the team medically. With that in mind, though, how excited were you when you got word that you would be able to come back and play this year?
I was very excited. You know, obviously, first of all, I got to give my thanks to Jesus, Lord Jesus Christ. You know, in the end, whatever happens, happens, and I'm still going to be happy. You know, as long as I'm still on this earth, I'm always going to be happy, whatever outcome it is. You know, I'm just going to continue to push my goals. So, but in the end, I was still happy to be back and then showed what I could do and then help for this football program.
While you were away, obviously, I mean, the idea of potentially never playing football again, I'm sure you thought about that almost daily. What was it like having to face that maybe earlier than you ever expected to as an athlete?
You know, with my parenthood, and they were like, not my parenthood, but like my parents, the way they made me mature and everything. I just, whatever outcome I face it, you know, as a man. And you know, it's kind of like a surprise, but like in the end, you know, you just got to do it. If I'm not gonna make it on the field, I'm gonna make it in the business. I'm gonna show my potential in the business, academics, and continue pursuing what I want to do. Because not only I can make it on the football field and be good, I can also make it in the classroom, in the jobs, anyway. So any other way, I was just ready to go.
When you talk about being able to make it in the classroom, what was it like maybe the first time that you went to class after you found out that you couldn't play anymore or might not be able to come back? Did you kind of sit there thinking about it a little bit differently, like, wow, okay, now this may be what I'm doing going forward? Was it different for you?
I mean, it wasn't different for me. You know, I was going to take it day by day. You know, day by day, just thinking about it and just knowing that, like, hey, what do I got to do in the class? So whatever it takes, I'm still going to do it. And but in the end, it just didn't really faze me. You know, if it happens, it happens, and it's going to happen for a reason. And why I say it for a reason is because it made me experience more, made me mature more. The more like, hey, not everything's going to go that way. So in the end, I was just thankful to see another day.
What was it like that moment when you put the helmet back on the first time to walk out in the facility and get back on the field? You know, talking about it's one thing, but finally getting a chance to say, okay, this is happening, this is here, putting that helmet on. What was that like when you realized that, yes, you were back?
Just blessed. Just real blessed. So blessed, happy to put that helmet back on. Happy to show that I can show potential for this team. You know, just in the end, I just give it all to God.
Now, obviously, things have changed since you first came to campus. What's it like to be able to step out there now and have a coach like Les Miles that you know is a guy that was a former offensive line coach that puts so much emphasis into the job that you guys do up front?
Les Miles is a great guy, especially being coached by him. He's very experienced. I know that he takes without the O-line, there's basically no football, you know. So he's really heavy on offensive line. I'm glad for it, you know. The more hard on us he is, the thicker our skin, the more potential and dominant we can be, and more physical. Especially with Coach Meadows coaching us, also a highly experienced coach. I mean, just with all that O-lineman experience given and taught to us, it's an amazing thing.
When you've gotten out there in the drills, have you felt kind of rusty at all?
You know, like just getting back, everybody like coming back from spring after a few months, everybody's gonna be a little rusty, but in the end I was just happy to be out there. You know, everybody's gonna be rusty, but you know, now we're being very dominant, and you know, we're just gonna go out there and shock the world.
Tell me about that. The way that the offensive line has played so far. I know I was talking to Oppie, and he said he's been really encouraged with the way the group is already coming together. In your opinion, how are things going so far this spring through 7 practices?
I think it's going amazing. I mean, the aura is different. The physicality is way more physical. You know, I'm just happy to just be out there. And like I said, Oppie's right about that. You know, the group is coming more together as a unit, because more as a unit, more games we win, more rings we win, more titles we win, and more historical moments we make. So in the end, he's right about that, and I'm just glad that it's going that way.